Here is a brand new Rigs or Rods Monster Jam Freestyle Commentary event from the Reigning Gamer, as this is the first of several coming up very soon that I'm going to have to do, as is 4 trucks on World Finals 18, so let's get this started. Alright, so we get things started with Hot Wheels, as it's that paint that they did for World Finals 18, sliding out towards the backflip wall. You gotta be careful near the fountain, it is muddy right there, so not really good traction. As gonna go around all that, doing a lap around the track, and here we go. Thank you, starting off right for the cars, nice wheelie over it. As now go right for that hill, as gonna cross Fred over it, and then gonna lamp right for that hill with the wheelie, as comes down, as nosedives it, as will now go line up right for the racing lane. Huge air off of it, and comes out for a hard hit, and now for that center jump, as 93 seconds left. Here we go for the hybrid, and gonna land on it, coming down, had a little bit of a nosedive on landing, gonna go right for that hill. Needs to pick up the pace though. Uh-oh, careful, off the side, gonna get a wheelie, coming down. Alright, so now, gonna go line up right for that hill, as gonna clear it, and gonna get the wheelie into the hybrid. Once again, another sky wheelie, as we'll now go right back for the cars. Thank you. Is now halfway through the run for the bus stack, and now looks like gonna line up for the fountain. Huge sky wheelie over it, and gonna hit the side of it. Alright, so now we'll go, looks like for the backflip ball, but you didn't need to back up for it. Gonna go for the backflip, and gonna get it. As we'll go hit the side of it. Now for the cross Fred. Huge air off of it, as takes the hard hit, and now into the hybrid. Comes down. As now going to go for the backflip this side. As got reverse out of it. Alright, 22 seconds left. Going to go into that hill. Almost clipped the side of the bus right there. That could have been a problem. Huge sky wheelie. Going to take a hard hit right there. Okay, it's a breakable. As the tail, spoilers busted, part of the bed's loose. As 8 seconds left, sky wheelies it. Takes a hard hit, and now going to go for that hill. Once again coming down. And that is going to be it for bonus, regulation. Rest of the time. And it's going to get another backflip, but that's not going to count. And I think one of the dry shaft loops is actually busted earlier. But still going. But remember, none of this counts. And of course, looks like gonna... Oh. Yep, doing a Scott Buto, going for backflips over and over again, even though the last 2 don't count. And looks like it's going to end it there. You see the dry shaft loop busted. And it's going to be a 27 for Hot Wheels to get things started. Alright, now up is Monster Energy, as we'll go line up for the cross Fred. Huge sky wheelie, getting like the Leduc leap, but a hard hit right there. Offside of it, and of course left Hot Wheels out there. Pulling a Feld right there is going to hit the side of the backflip wall. As going to hit the side of that. Now going to go cross Fred over the bus stack. Like the only hit they probably would have done that night too. As close to the Jersey wall. Now going to go for the center jump. So far 4 into 1 hit after another. As nose dive off of that a little bit. As comes down. Alright, so for that racing lane somewhat. I'm going to get the wheelie. And keeping it going into the hybrid. Now slow down quite a lot, as going to get the stoppy, as got balance right there before dropping down. Looks like the truck's already damaged, leaning to the side, going for the cars, and now for the bus stack, cleared it, as going to go for the racing lane, meaning it cross Fred a little bit, halfway through the run, and now going to go for the, nope, not going to go for the backflip wall, almost tapped it for the center jump, big air, finally picked up the pace a bit. And gonna wheelie over the bus stack, nosedives it. And now gonna go for the backflip. As got it. And gonna over-rotate, broke the rear steer, and is over. And it's gonna only be a 22 for Monster Energy. Alright, now up is Northern Nightmare coming out on the track from the other Thunder Alley. He's gonna go line for that cross Fred. As gonna wheelie it coming down. Still got to take on that 27 by Hot Wheels. Here we go, lined up for this cross Fred. As sky wheelied it, gonna clear it. And now for that hill coming down. As hit the backflip wall ramp a bit. for this cross thread angle. And couldn't get no wheelie. And there we go, get big air coming down the center jump. That wheelie. And close to the backflip wall. And it's going to go over the fountain. Going to clear the ramp as on 2 wheels. Sidewalling it, but with the wall coming up. Just avoid it. Alright, now for those cars. Beautiful, thank you. As we'll go for the hybrid. As going to clear it. And got one wheel wheelie, but careful, coming down off the side and going to go over. And lost the hood, but managed to save it, although the truck is damaged from that hit. Very risky to go for that move earlier. Now halfway with the run left still to go. Clip the side of the bus stack. Is going to go for the backflip. And going to get, but almost over rotating. Hey, got to stay in wheelie. And trying to spin it around with the wheelie. But wouldn't quite work out. 45 seconds left. And going to send it. Going to clear the fountain with some big air. As odd angle a little bit. Here we go now. Into like a donut. Into the mud, remember. As still going. Lifting it up. As we'll now go line up. Oh boy. On 2 wheels a little bit. Gonna go for the back. Or trying to corkscrew it. And yep, looks like gonna corkscrew, but wasting a lot of time. And gonna back up into Hot Wheels. Beautiful hit again, but wasting a lot of time still. As here we go. Gonna go for the corkscrew. Broke a 4-link. Just like what happened that night when it got severely damaged on that corkscrew. And 4 seconds left. Still going. Looks like doesn't have front drive either. Gonna get the wheelie off the hybrid. And gonna flip it right there. And not gonna be able to save it. And it's only gonna be a 26 for Northern Nightmare, as it'll still lack in the momentum compared to Hot Wheels. And now last up is the Cherry Red Max D that Neil Elliott drove. And of course, should have won that night in 2017. As he got robbed that freestyle title. Is going to go right for the center jump. Some huge air. As going to go for the bus stack. And got a nice wheelie over it. Has lost the flag too over it. Going to go into the backflip wall in the cars. Now for the hybrid. As going to nosedive it. And got a really hard wheelie rebound. As off to a good start so far. Now going to go for the cross thread. Big air. Coming down, flat lands it. Hard rebound as, sent it off the side a lot right there. Alright, so now, gonna go for that cross thread, which I don't think a lot of people hit that night. As hard rebound on the flat landing. But really a lot of momentum so far. As gonna go for the fountain. As gonna clear it. Coming down with the wheelie. Pug went all over the place. Sidewall over the hybrid. Is gonna save him the rebound. Gonna save him reverse right there. Alright, still going. As, nosedive, gonna flip it over again. Gonna save it. As, I wonder if rear steer's broken, but managed to get that save. As we'll now go into that. Not really a smart place to do like a donut up there on the top of that jump, but now gonna go into a donut. But again, not a good place with the fountain right there. Going into the fountain. Oh my gosh, it's actually staying in there. I don't think that would probably work out in real life though. As still going with that cyclone in the mud. A nice touch. As wasting a lot of time though. 33 seconds left. As still sliding out into a donut. As still sliding right there. Managed to finally stop. As gonna go slam into that hill. Oh boy. And gonna get the nice save into the backflip wall. As, oh boy. Odd angled hit. Gonna get the save though. As we'll now go line up. Hits that hill. Coming down. Oh, that was not a good hit in the rear end right there. Uh-oh, I think it's broken, but still going. Sky wheelies it. Takes the hard hit. And with 2 seconds left, as it is not going to hit in time, nothing else left for Max D. As going to go right for that jump. Remember, none of this counts, though. As, hard hit. The rear end did not like that hit. As going to go into the hybrid and going to go over. And still flip over, trying to save a reverse. And now sidewalling it, gonna land right on the car. Still sidewalling it, gonna get the nice save. Kind of like what, I think it was him that did that save in, Anaheim 2015. And now gonna front flip it. Gonna get another save. But remember, none of this counts, though. As we'll go into another donut. Here we go. Right for it. As swinging up. Careful, the truck like violently shaking back and forth, almost into the wall. And now sliding right there. Alright, so now, gonna go, if I was gonna go for maybe backflip, back for that hill. Huge air off it, gonna flat land it. as nosedive a little bit, inside that hill. Here we go, right for the fountain. Huge here is once again going to nosedive, but land on the down ramp, and there we go, going to slam into Hot Wheels. What a beautiful finish right there. But of course, that doesn't count towards the score. And it's a 30 for Max D as it wins freestyle. Pretty convincing victory, as that's the end of the event, and here is the final results.